welcome to our weekly virtual group cooking class for Epic Journey. This week's theme was potluck favorites, and I hope you've been enjoying all the different recipes we've been sharing. There was the big burger, Big Mac salad that was shared. There was a 3-bean salad that was shared. I am so crooked on that camera right now. Maybe we can straighten that out a little. I'm just going to straighten that out a little. Oh, that's a little better. That's a little better. Oh, okay. Yeah, except for you turned it a little, so yeah, okay, we should be good with that. Okay, we're a little straighter. Sorry about that. Okay, so we had Cheryl sharing potato salad. Today we had Jolene sharing the watermelon pizza. How much did you guys love that? And we also had Jen sharing, yesterday she shared the bean salad. So a new bean salad recipe that Epicure has. And I've picked a couple of different recipes to show you here tonight. We're gonna do a grilled steak salad, and we're also going to do a steamer cheesecake. So a steamer cheesecake is gonna be made in like 6 minutes, super fast. We're gonna make it into a berry cheesecake. So really great, cool dessert that you could make ahead and then cool in the refrigerator and then bring with you to any sort of event, barbecue or dinner that you have going on, or you can make ahead, toss it in your fridge, and it can be good for dinner, just dinner at home, right? So we also have a steak salad that I'm gonna put together. So these recipes were printed right off of Epicure's website. I don't know if you guys know, but our whole website has a full database of recipes. Tons of recipes you can find in there, and so it's a great resource. You can actually look up different products. So I found this. It uses the creamy potato salad dressing mix for our steak salad. Interesting, right? I thought so. So I thought, let's try it. Let's give it a try. It looks like something that you could totally make ahead and bring to any sort of event or picnic or whatever you have going on. So I'm gonna start by making the cheesecake. I just pulled our steaks right off the barbecue, so they are just resting before I slice them up and add them to the salad. But take a look, don't they look delicious? So what I did with that is I just did a little drizzle of oil, and then I put the creamy potato salad dressing, sprinkle it on both sides, rubbed it in, and then just cooked it in the barbecue. And then I'm just letting it rest. See what I mean about these pans? They're so perfect for bringing things in from the barbecue. Love the quarter sheet pans. So I'm gonna get to that, but we're gonna make the cheesecake first and then throw it all together. I'm gonna see how fast it is to come together. So I've got, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna need to make the base to the cheesecake. So I've just got our prep bowl, which I love our prep bowls. I use lots of them. You see me use them all the time. And I've just got a tablespoon of butter in here. I'm just gonna melt, and I'm gonna add to my graham cracker crumb mix thing. That is, I use the Knick brand one, so it's gluten-free. And I just have to mix the butter in there and then toss it in the bottom of the steamer. And it will be, I'll press it down. I'm gonna use our 3-in-1 spatula because it fits in here really nice, just to press it down. And then I'm gonna mix up our cheesecake mix, which is simply just some cheesecake. So I'm just gonna need this cheesecake, or cream cheese, sorry. Cream cheese that I'm just gonna take out of here. I left it out on the counter a while so it's nice and soft. So it's been out on the counter for a couple of hours so that it would be nice and soft to mix up. And then I'm just gonna stir plain Greek yogurt in there with summerberry mix and 1 egg, and we're gonna be set to put it in the microwave, and we're gonna heat it up. All right. Melted butter in there. I'm just gonna stir in. So it's just a 1/2 cup of the graham crumbs mixed in with the butter, melted butter. You could use coconut oil if you didn't have butter. You can make this vegan if you couldn't have dairy. You could use it, you could use coconut oil with the crumbs, and you could use a vegan cream cheese and a vegan yogurt, and that would mix up fine for this as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna toss it in the bottom of the steamer here. So I'm using our rectangular steamer. Remember, our steamers are the best thing ever, right? Because they prevent us from having to resort to fast food and packaged food. So they're always the best thing ever. With this recipe, I'm actually gonna leave the lid off to cook it, I believe. Let me just double check. Oh, no, with this one, we actually cook it with my baking, I usually leave the lid off, but with this one, it does say to leave the lid on, so I will leave the lid on. Okay, so I'm just pressing this down into the bottom of the pan evenly with our 3-in-1 spatula. So again, you could bake it in the oven as well, but it will take much longer than 5 minutes if you do that. Because it only takes 5 minutes to bake when you put it in the microwave. Okay, so that is super easy, ready to go. Press nicely in there. I'm just going to stir up the cream cheese with the Greek yogurt. I'm grabbing eggs in the fridge. Alright, I'm just going to stir this up, and then all I need is 3 tablespoons of the summerberry. So sometimes I get asked, like, what else can I do with my summerberry mix? So I love to put it in pancakes or waffles. You can put it in oatmeal. You can put it in your plain Greek yogurt so that you can get rid of all those flavored yogurts that we can purchase from the grocery store. Get rid of those because they're so full of additives and extra sugar. You can significantly reduce the sugar and get rid of all the artificial stuff if you sweeten it with Epicure Summerberry. So, you know, if you may have heard me say this before, but I always like to repeat it because I think it's a really interesting fact. If you stop buying flavored yogurts, if you are still buying flavored yogurts, and you sweeten it yourself, I use Epicure sweet mixes, you can reduce your sugar consumption by over 15 cups of sugar. If you just do that one change, just eating 1 yogurt a day, if you make that one change, you can reduce a lot of your sugar consumption over the course of a year. Makes a big, big difference. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw in our summerberry now. So 3 tablespoons summerberry mix. It has freeze-dried raspberries and strawberries. It has organic cane sugar. And what else does it have in it? It has some rooibos in there and hibiscus in there. So no artificial food dyes or coloring. We're gonna get it nice and pink without having anything artificial, just real food. And just mix that up, and then I'm gonna throw it on top. We're gonna put this in the microwave for 5 to 6 minutes is what the recipe says. So I might do it for 5.5 minutes. I'm actually going to use a whisk to get this so I don't have big cream cheese chunks in there. So it's been a while since I've made this one actually. I made it a few times last fall at cooking classes and at home. And I forgot about this recipe, and I thought this is a great recipe for potlucks, so thought I'd bring it out here for this week. Okay. Okay, so now I just have to spread that out on here. This 3-in-1 spatula has like a smaller end on it, so it's just like all of our other ones. It's lined with steel, so it's super strong, but much smaller for smaller jobs, and also to get like to empty out the last of the peanut butter or anything like that. The tomato paste jar is always so super small. It's perfect for jobs like that. Okay. So I'm just going to spread this out, pop the lid on, put it in for 5.5 minutes, and we're going to see how that does. And my lid. Might need to ask for help here to get my lid out of the drawer. It's on the bottom of the drawer here. My silicone drawer. So you find the lid. He's going to find the lid. He's going to put it in for us. Okay, that's gonna go in for 5.5 minutes. So now for the steak salad, I just have some greens here. So I have just some mixed greens in here, and I've got some steak that I'm gonna chop up. I'm gonna make the dressing. So the dressing is super simple. It was just 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of oil, and just 1 tablespoon of our creamy potato salad mix. Yeah. So 1 tablespoon of our creamy potato salad mix. It called for some cherry tomatoes, some red onions, some feta cheese, some corn. I don't have canned corn. I don't really buy canned corn. I don't have fresh corn. I do have frozen corn. So I just let it sit out a little while, so it's just thawing out there. And then we're gonna add the Better Than Bacon topper on top when we're all done. Okay, so I just have to slice up some onion and some tomatoes and toss it all together. We'll slice up that steak. Just get the outer peel off of this. And I pulled my mandolin out for this job because I wanted to get super thin slices. So I'm using, there's 4 different attachments on here, but I'm using the thickest one, which will produce the thinnest slice. So I wanted it to be super, super thin. So you'll see that it'll be like just like tissue paper thin. So I wanted it to be super thin. Otherwise we'll have too many complaints from the kids. Okay. I think that will be all the onions that I'll be able to put in here for my family. I'm just going to toss this aside. I'm going to slice up the tomatoes. It just says to slice the cherry tomatoes in half, so I'm just going to slice those. We're going to cut up that steak. I probably did like way more than the steak calls for in the recipe because I do have a larger family. And it calls for 1 cup of crumbled feta and 2 cups of corn. And according to Good Food Real Results, if you're familiar with our Epic Life Challenge and our Clean Eating meal program, this is a perfectly balanced salad. So the corn is your healthier starches. You've got the feta cheese is the healthier fats alongside with your dressing. And then you've got your steak for your protein. All gonna come together here. Mix that up. See, I told you guys I have more than one of these in my kitchen. I have to. Oh, and these tongs, these are my favorite tongs. Out of all the tongs we've ever sold, these are definitely my favorite. They are the host special for next month, along with a couple other barbecue favorites. So if you want to host next month, it would be a great time to be able to get that benefit. Or if you're a host for this month, you can always save your host rewards and use them in June. And when you use them in June, you'll have access to that June host special. Our cheesecake is almost done. Look at that, we're 15 minutes and it's almost all done. So always less than 20 minutes, that's the key. I probably spent about 5 minutes gathering the ingredients before the call. The steaks were on the barbecue for maybe 10 minutes. We're going to toss that up. So what a great salad that you can make ahead and bring with you somewhere, or even make it ahead and have it just ready to eat for dinner time. I'm going to take a look at this cheesecake. You can hear it beeping there. Yeah, it should be done. I'm going to take a look at it. Take a look. I think it's done. It is done. So we're just going to let it cool for a minute. I'm going to pop it on a plate. I'm not going to make you wait for it to cool. I'm going to cool it. I'm going to plate it, and I'm going to show you a picture of it as soon as it's cooled. And what's really cool is, you notice I didn't grease the pan or anything. It's going to come right out. Like you can see that it's going to loosen right up from the edges. It's already loosened up from this edge. It will loosen all over, and I didn't have to add any grease, and it's going to be super easy to clean because our steamers wipe right out. Our steamers is our #1 host pick item because you get half price items when you host, and you get free products when you host. So we actually have 3 prices for our big multi-purpose steamer. You can of course pay full price if you choose to, or you can host and get it for half price, or you can get it in our business kit. So it actually is one of the great tools that comes in our business kit. Our business kit has over $400 worth of product, and it is amazing. Sets you up to get ready and get started right away. However, hosting is the next best option to being a consultant, and attending a cooking class, well, that's where we all begin. So there you have it. So go through all the posts, make sure you comment and get all of your points together, because we're going to be doing a draw on Sunday. And watch for more posts tomorrow. There's going to be more things shared tomorrow. Here is what our summer grilled steak salad looks like, and our cheesecake right here. So we'll pull that out, I'll let you see it. There's going to be shopping links and slides posted right after this video. So scroll through the slides. We've been super, super busy at Epicure, so busy. And because of that, we do have a couple of stock outs. So check the slides, because everything on the slides is what we currently have available. We have 150 products available still. Don't worry, lots to choose from. 150 products still available to purchase. You just go through the slides to see which one's there. Make your wish list off of that. Head to the link of your host or your consultant link and go ahead and do your shopping right from that link based on what you've selected from the slides. Thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome weekend, and stay tuned for next week. Next week we have a really fun week planned of short video demos. You're gonna see some behind the scenes stuff. We're gonna have a Father's Day theme next week, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to host a class next month, make sure you talk to your consultant and they will hook you up. Thanks for watching. Bye.